So we're at that time of year now where everybody's fed up of the British weather, and now they're thinking of getting a training camp. I'm in the same process myself, looking forward to going away to Lanzarote. We always do this in January, go away with my friends, zone out a little bit and get plenty of miles in.
Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
And you can probably hear from my voice, I'm actually sick at the minute, which is always good. And this is a common mistake that a lot of people make. Like, I'm actually 2 weeks out, probably overdone it a little bit. We are in the process of moving units, so that's added quite a bit of stress to it all as well. But what goes wrong for a lot of people is that the week actually building into the training camp, a lot of people, they can either, like overtrain because they're getting excited, they're probably not sleeping how they should be. And they probably leave like everything till the last minute because they're trying to cram like all this training in. And what I'd always say is, like, generally a week out, I always pack my bike. Like this weekend, I'll get my bike ready to kind of be able to take. A lot of people, they'll change like tyres, and then the first ride out, they'll go and get a pinch flat, or a like tubeless sealant will be leaking out. So that's not a good one. Always, if you know that you need new tyres, make sure that you do that a week. Get it booked in to the bike shop or do it yourself. Always try and think about the training that you're actually going to be going to do, and that means just from a nutritional perspective that like if you're going to be doing a lot more miles, that you've got to think about, like, obviously the nutrition you're going to take on board, the fueling that you're going to then have afterwards. I think a lot of mistakes that a lot of people make is they go on these training camps and they're thinking, yeah, I'm going to get loads of miles in, I'm also going to lose weight, and those two don't go hand in hand. But also what can happen is, I've seen this a lot, is people go all inclusive and they don't do enough training and then they overeat. So you've got to try and find like that balance. But I wouldn't necessarily process going into training camp and think, yeah, from day one I'm going to lose all this weight. Another big thing is, always think about the process that you're going to go through the week going into the camp. I'd always say that everybody is always dead strong on like day one. Don't go and kill your mate or go and set like your Strava personal best on day one. Go through like a subtle process really, but definitely try and get everything pre-prepared like a week before, really, from like nutrition to just making sure that you've got like some spares. I'd always take like a spare tyre, probably a spare chain. Another good one, if you're on like 11 speed Di2, definitely take like a spare cable. I've seen that so many times when like cables get nicked, and it's not necessarily you can always get it straight into like the bike shop, but it's just little things like that that are just going to make your whole experience a lot better. And then once you've going on to a training camp, that's a different video in itself, but always make sure that you have a easy week going into it, hard week or 2 weeks for your camp, and then let that good work sink in, and you'll come out of that camp like really strong. But if you burn the matches like for like 1 to 2 weeks leading into it, then you're probably gonna, I don't know, like 2 weeks afterwards, you're gonna experience this downhill spiral and probably get sick. Another good one is obviously like checking the kit that you're going to be utilising when you're out there. We are, especially if you go into like Mallorca, I would say this time of year, the weather can be a bit iffy. So just make sure that like you've got some wet weather gear, probably some leg warmers, some arm warmers. Especially if you can do like a bit of climbing, then you probably need to take like a gilet, a rain cape, and then you've got like a full set of kit that will maximise your time out there, because sometimes it can be raining cats and dogs, and it can be as bad as being like in the UK, and you're going to want to get that training done. So yeah, make sure that you do that.